Welcome to Module 4 Communication between Adult Educators and Community Workers with Older Adults. Learning is a fundamental aspect of human development, occurring in various settings and timeframes. However, the evolving dynamics of life have necessitated the establishment of structured learning patterns, greatly influenced by social and economic conditions. Presently, learning manifests in three distinct forms: formal, informal, and non-formal. Formal learning adheres to a rigid curriculum within the framework of educational institutions. In contrast, informal learning occurs organically in the fabric of our daily lives, often without conscious intention. Non-formal learning, on the other hand, is the pursuit of knowledge driven by personal choice, a hallmark of lifelong learners. Non-formal learning environments cater to individuals of all ages, transcending specific age groups. Generally, participants in non-formal learning tend to be self-defined as adults, typically aged 18 and above. It's important to acknowledge that while we categorize individuals as adults, their roles and life expectations can vary significantly. Let's delve into a closer examination of how age influences these roles. Although age ranges may differ across countries, the experiences and events that define adulthood share remarkable similarities across many cultures. Training module for communication between adult educators and community workers with older adults is an important kernel in teaching adult educators the most efficient vessels to improve their engagement with older adults. Indeed, it will help them to learn new improved ways to address adults to capture their attention and facilitate their learning process. Promote and improve the factors which allow good communication with older adults. Design frameworks and strategies to foster communication with the older adults community in the appropriate educational environment. Include digital communication in the engagement with the older adults community. After this module, participants will walk out with a set of competencies that will help them combat ageism and improve their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. This activity will be developed with the Write Quickly methodology and will need a total of 2 hours for a group of 10, where the first 5 minutes will be used to write what each participant thinks and then 3 participants will be allowed to read. Each one will have 5 minutes to share their answers and the last 15 minutes will be used to observe all the answers in the group and complement them with additional comments. Effectively communicating with older adults is crucial for a positive learning experience. Let's explore some key considerations. Respect and dignity. Always treat older adults with the respect and dignity they deserve, valuing their experiences and perspectives. Active listening. Practice active listening, allowing older adults to express themselves at their own pace. This fosters trust and understanding. Clear and concise language. Use straightforward language, avoiding jargon or technical terms. This ensures clarity in communication. Avoid assumptions. Recognize the diversity of experiences among older adults and refrain from making assumptions about their abilities or preferences. Encourage participation. Create an inclusive environment that encourages active participation from older adults, enhancing engagement and learning. Use visual aids. Incorporate visual aids like diagrams or charts to support understanding, especially for those who benefit from visual reinforcement. Provide context. Relate new information to familiar experiences or knowledge, providing context for easier comprehension. Allow time for processing. Give older adults ample time to process information and formulate their thoughts, avoiding rushed discussions. Remember, these considerations not only facilitate effective learning but also promote a supportive and inclusive learning environment. Adapting communication styles is key to fostering a positive learning experience with older adults. Let's explore some strategies. Speed of communication. Slowing down the pace of conversation allows for better understanding and avoids making individuals feel overwhelmed or left behind. Word usage and technology terms. Avoiding complex technical jargon and technology terms helps ensure clarity, especially for those less familiar with modern terminology. Sensitivity to repetition. recognize that repeated clarifications may be needed due to functional impairments. Offering patient, respectful repetition helps maintain engagement. Consideration of visual and auditory components. Be mindful of lighting and sound levels in the learning environment. Address potential challenges related to vision and hearing. Patience and empathy. Practice patience and empathy in all interactions. Acknowledge that experiences of older adults may mirror our own past or future, necessitating understanding and compassion. This activity will be developed with the circle speech methodology, which will require 1 hour, where in 30 minutes the theoretical explanation of each theory will be carried out and there will be another 30 minutes to discuss in a group the applications and improvements in real life. Effective communication with older adults hinges on the seamless integration of verbal and nonverbal cues. The subconscious mind plays a pivotal role in interpreting nonverbal signals, underlining the importance of synchronizing both forms of communication. By ensuring that verbal and nonverbal cues align, we create a communication environment that fosters mutual understanding and trust with older adults. Initiating and maintaining communication without prejudice is essential in the fight against age discrimination. It dismantles stereotypes and fosters a sense of belonging. By engaging in open, respectful dialogue, we challenge societal norms and biases, creating spaces where individuals are valued for their experiences and contributions. Communication becomes a powerful catalyst for change, transcending age-based barriers and fostering an environment of mutual respect and understanding. This approach not only enhances learning experiences but also serves as a cornerstone in creating environments free from age-based discrimination. It empowers individuals, regardless of age, to participate fully in educational and social contexts. This activity will be developed through the guided discussion methodology. There will be a group analysis of different situations where questions will be presented to sensitize people about what older adults face in trying to adopt digital communication techniques and methods and thus promote an exchange of ideas, opinions, and/or experiences to deepen the topic. 1.5 hours. Communication is a multidimensional process, encompassing both verbal and nonverbal components. These elements work in tandem to convey messages effectively. Verbal communication involves the explicit use of words, while nonverbal communication relies on facial expressions, body language, and gestures. The latter often communicates subtle nuances that enrich the conversation. In the context of working with older adults, recognizing and harmonizing both verbal and nonverbal cues becomes paramount. This dual approach ensures that messages are clear, comprehensive, and easily understood. By acknowledging this multifaceted nature of communication, we enhance our ability to connect meaningfully with older adults, creating an environment of mutual understanding and trust. Those who work with older adults play a pivotal role as more than just instructors. They serve as role models, setting an example for how others in the environment should treat this demographic. As educators, our actions and attitudes become a blueprint for respectful, inclusive communication. This influence extends beyond the classroom, shaping how society perceives and interacts with older adults. By embodying empathy, patience, and respect, we create a ripple effect of positive interactions that reverberate through the community. This not only enriches the learning experience but also promotes a culture of inclusivity and appreciation for older adults. In essence, educators hold the power to inspire a more compassionate and age-inclusive society. This activity will be developed with the experiential learning methodology. First, the group will be acquainted with the different digital tools of communication, which will take 30 minutes. Then, they will have the chance to try each of the presented tools themselves by interacting with each other digitally and offering assistance if needed. The trials may take up to 30 minutes as well. Thank you. You have now arrived at the end of Module 4. We hope you enjoyed this module and found it useful.